Hello, welcome to Solo Iced Coffee. Let me move you up a little bit higher. I changed places from yesterday. So every time I change places, the chairs are a different level. Got my coffee, got some salted caramel in here, got my Mickey D's cup, a throwback to way back in the day, remember? Comments are back on, I'll tell you why in a minute. I got my heat sock, I'll tell you why now, what's going on. I should heat this a little bit more because now it's not so warm. I've had pain in the area of my right rib for about 2 weeks. And it finally got to the point where I called my doctor this morning, my doctor's office, because I didn't have a doctor, and talked to the nurse. And so she told me who my doctor is. They just divided up the people that needed a doctor. When my last doctor moved on, they just divided everybody up. So she gave me my new doctor's name. I know of her, but I don't know her. And so I explained what was going on with my rib. I said, do you think I need an x-ray? And she said, well, even if you get an x-ray and let's say you have a fracture or a really bad bruise, nothing can be done with it, but come up to the office so that we can just check to make sure that, you have air moving in and out of your lungs adequately. So George took me up to the doctor's, and I had a resident, very lovely woman. She just started her residency there. She'll be there for 3 years, and she's there about a week and a half out of the month. I really liked her, and I asked her, can I switch doctors to you for the next 3 years? Each year that goes by, she'll be there a little bit longer each month, Anyway, if it doesn't work out, I'll move over to George's doctor, who's a woman, if she has space in her practice. So she checked out my rib area, asked me a bunch of questions, and what they think, because she went out and talked to the man that she works with, and he thinks that if it was a fracture, it would have hurt like as soon as it happened. Where now we're going on a couple weeks with varying degrees of ache and pain. So he thinks it's an inflammation between the cartilage and the rib, the bone, the cartilage and the bone, and to use ibuprofen and heat, ibuprofen and heat. So that's why I have the rice sock. It's not as warm right now as I want it to be, so I had it on for about 15 minutes earlier. And they said, don't bother with ice because ice works like when it first happens, but it's been too long now. So that's what they're thinking, an inflammation. They're not seeing any bruising or, significant swelling or anything that would indicate that there's blood collected in there, which makes me feel better with all my anxiety, And she said, to go and, get an imaging done, it really doesn't pay. We're not really going to see anything anyway. And there's no sense in using your money or spending the insurance company's money, which is the first time a doctor ever said that to me. But she was a lovely woman. It was really odd going into the practice without my 2 doctors there that I've known so well. But the nurse that took care of me, my tech, she's been there forever. And I said, how does this feel for you? And she's like, there's a void, like the days go on, but there's a void. So heat and ibuprofen, we'll see what happens. And the doctor that I was with, she's going to MyChart me to see whether she can move me around to her to be my doctor. And then we went to the post office and did some things for his change of address, George's change of address. So I still have a couple places to call, a couple places to check in with for address change. He fixed my sink this morning. Thank you so much. I love you, sweetheart. And he hung a painting that he did on the living room wall, I'll show you as soon as I do a house tour. We have a paper towel holder to go up yet and his desk to put together. And right now he's up in the office part, making phone calls, checking on some things, and it probably will take him like about an hour. So later on in the week, probably about Wednesday, we'll go back down to the apartment. We'll do probably the rest of the cleaning, because what's left, the next big room would be the kitchen. Wiping out the refrigerator, that's like 5 minutes, because I always kept that very clean. And cleaning the sink. I have stainless steel cleaner that I think I'll take with me to clean the sink down there. And then I need to do the oven and the stove. And then, of course, wipe off the counters. But the rest of the stuff is like the trim, get down any cobwebs, and clean the blinds. Like that's it, because the bathroom is spotless, and the vacuuming is done, and I need to clean like the inside of the linen closet, like wipe down the shelves, and underneath the kitchen sink, wipe down that shelf, and then there's a cubby space that I don't think anything needs to be done in there at all. But the closets, like just wipe down the shelf in the closets, something like that. And then I need to arrange for probably like a hauling company to come in and get rid of the mattress and the frame for the bed. So things are moving along. Both of us are still dragging around a little bit with our head colds. It seems like everybody right now has either a head cold or like a stomach bug or something. It's been so cold, and then we get that one warm day, and then it gets cold again, But I'm glad to see March here. I really am. So we're doing okay enough. But I want to tell you why I have the comments back on. The other video that I did, I didn't turn the comments off, and that was a mistake on my part. But someone commented in that few minutes and said, more people like you than don't like you. And so I so appreciate you. And it's not even a matter of being liked or not liked. It's a matter of the way some things are presented and the ugliness behind them. So a few days ago, I was on Facebook, and someone put one of Mel Robbins' pieces from her book, Let Them, the Let Them Theory. If you haven't heard of the Let Them Theory, check into it, do a Google search, or buy the Let Them Theory book. So when we were just at Barnes & Noble, I walked past a table that has the Let Them Theory book, and I would love to read that book end to end, cover to cover. And what it comes down to is, don't live your life for everyone else. So don't live everyone else's life. And it sounds so easy on paper, but what she's saying is, live your life, my life, live my life. Don't live the life of people who say not so nice things. Don't live anyone's life but my life. And it just hit me, and I'm like, wow, that's why is that so simple? Like, why does that sound so simple? And there's always going to be somebody who's going to say something, because they're looking at the picture. No matter what the picture is, they're looking at the picture and they're drawing conclusions, not knowing the story. Okay? They haven't even read the book. They just look at the cover, and then they think they know the whole story, and they don't. Because you have to live your life to know what's going on. So I can't say to you or you or you or you or you what your life really is. Like something might be shared with me, but that doesn't mean that's your whole life and your whole story. So the only person who knows exactly what's going on with you is you. So the let them theory is, let them not like you. Just let them. Let them say what they need to say or want to say. Just let them. Let them not want to be your friend. Just let them. Let them ignore you. Let them not talk to you. Just let them. And go about your business, your way, your life. It's so simple, but it's so hard for most of us to do. So I want to get the book in one form or another. I want to read the book from end to end. And so I thought, you know what? I'm just putting the comments back on. I'm super proud of myself. That doesn't mean that I hope there's a lot of, not so nice comments. But I understand too that people will watch my channel and they're going to see things or hear me say something that has happened, where I'm just telling what is going on and the truth of it. This is what's happening right now. And they're going to take what I say, or they're going to see something and they make a whole story in their mind as to how everything is, when that's not really the case. Things are never as they seem in anyone's life. They're not. You see like this little piece and that little piece, but that's not the whole story. Two pieces out of a puzzle does not make the whole puzzle. So the comments are on. I have not changed the channel name. Are you proud of me? It's been quite a while. I don't intend to change the name. And George is going to make me a website. He is an IT specialist, and he built websites and he takes care of websites and watches over websites and all that stuff. So he's going to build me a website. I just have to come up with a name. And that's where things get tricky for me, which you guys know. So I'm doing a lot of thinking about it. And he's also going to do a banner for my channel with the solo iced coffee. We have a picture that we're going to use, and we're going to go from there. So I'm going to go. Thank you for being here. 12 minutes, not bad. I appreciate you. Please take care of yourself and live your life. And check out Mel Robbins' Let Them Theory. And let me know what you think about that. Namaste.